Hi guys, today we're at Wander Home and we're having a look at the new Adria Twin. So why are we here looking at this new Twin Supreme 600 SBP? Remembered. We are here because it's had a bit of a refresh and as with all things campervan, we're always interested where there's something new going on. So they've got one here. We thought we'd come and check it out and give you a quick tour around it. Now, I'm not going to do like a full half an hour explainer video on this. What I thought I'd do is just grab the camera, quick wander around it, see what kind of feels and looks different with this one. And yeah, let's see what we think. Lovely Lanzarote grey, I think this one is. It's looking very nice in the sun today too. I'm not a self-confessed Adria geek, so I apologise in advance if I get anything wrong as we do this quick tour around, and please let me know in the comments below. Please correct me, I don't mind, and let me know if there's things that you spot which are new, which we haven't seen before. So just checking this one out. This is built on the brand new Ducato base van. You can tell that from the slightly different nose on the front of it. So if I pan to my left, this Twin Sport 640 is the older van, and if I go back to the newer one, can you spot the difference? Yep, it looks quite different at the front. You'll all have a view as to whether you like it or not, but Adria have made it their own. Obviously it's got its own Adria branding and things on there, so they've obviously tried to incorporate it into the rest of the design. So you can see that this one's got a sky roof at the front. I think that's what it's called. So a big kind of piece at the front, and I think that opens. We'll check that out when we get inside. And you can see everything else is basically the same as it was, I think, with this. I'm sure there's some very minor design tweaks, but as I said, I'm not completely a Ducato or Adria nerd in as much as knowing which little bits of crease in the bodywork might have changed, or exactly how you'd be able to tell the difference. One thing I can see, you can probably see it too, is there's an extra kind of lump on the roof past that front screen at the top. So be interested to see what that looks like inside. This doesn't have a pop top, so it's obviously something different. Let's go and check out what's new inside. Oh, that could be new. Let us know in the comments below if that kind of halfway point for the door being open is new. I don't seem to remember that before, and obviously that's very handy if that's the case. Let's just close the door and see whether it stops halfway. Yes, there you go, look. So it's got a halfway door stop point just there, and then the door opens all the way. Very nice. So full-size fly screen on this, as you would expect. They've not incorporated it into the top of the sink and kitchen unit or anything like that, so that's nice. This one, oh, it's got the carpets in as well, looking very sleek in here. It's also got a very nice colour combination of upholstery. So this is looks like kind of half leather and cloth. It does look very nice indeed. And as you can see, it's got kind of a white, grey, black theme to it. When you have a look at the bathroom and things in particular, that's got a black tambour door. Just show you in here while I'm at it. And it's obviously got your built-in Thetford toilet, 2 drain holes for the shower, which is good to see. And it's got this. So if you haven't seen one of these before in an Adria, it's got a swing door inside which closes off the toilet so it doesn't get all soaked when you're having a shower. Obviously black fittings and things in here. Nice little touches like these hooks which just fold flat. I do like those. There's also a hanging rail in here which is on a magnet at the top. That's very good. We've got a vent at the top in the ceiling, as well as a obscure glazed window, which is really handy. Lots of storage and other bits and pieces in there, and it looks like, yeah, a bit more enclosed storage, and that's nice to see. Bit of kind of felt lining and things inside the cupboards. Nice attention to detail. So this is what's going on with that roof then. So that is, I think, the biggest skylight I've ever seen in a van. So that's the front one. Obviously has an opening handle and blinds. And then this monster here, look at that. That is absolutely massive. I think the only van I've seen with a skylight that big, or nearly that big, is the Volkswagen California Grand 600 for the upper bed area. And that is so big on that one that they've actually put safety bars across it to stop you from climbing out. But that is absolutely huge, and it really floods this interior with light. And look at the day today for doing this filming, absolutely brilliant. I'm just sitting in one of the swivel front seats now, so you can have a bit of a look at the kitchen area and all of the relevant cupboards and other bits and pieces. Nice that they've used every bit of space in here. So even right at the front here, where it goes into the roof line, they've done a really good job of trying to get a bit of space back wherever they can, just for little bits of storage. So that's very nice. Obviously the control panel is just at the top there for controlling all of the main systems in the van. Big overhead cupboard for the kitchen area. The only thing which strikes me, not a huge amount of kitchen worktop there, but I do believe there is an option for that, or not an option, a way that that works. I think that comes up like that, so that's obviously a good piece there. And I think, if I remember rightly, there's something down there which clips on somewhere. I'd have to check that out. I've figured it out. This is what was in that bottom drawer. It's obviously new, I'm not going to unpack it, but it's a little coffee shelf that clips onto that rail there. So there you go. If you haven't seen the way that Adria's doing things these days, I think somebody in the factory's bought a new funky machine, because there's loads of this polystyrene which has been formed into all of these shapes in the van. And I even noticed that if you have a look in one of these cupboards, so let's open one of these, the whole interior of this cupboard is polystyrene. So all of it is polystyrene, and if you have a look underneath, that's polystyrene too. So all of this area here, big chunk here. I mean, I'm interested to see how people get on with this, because I'm thinking about longevity. I don't know whether it will last really well or not, but for lightness and for being able to mould things to get the absolute maximum space in the van. I mean, look, that's obviously a structural piece as part of the van build. They've just been able to make it as big as they possibly can in there. So this could be an absolute win for Adria. It looks brilliant. Usual setup in the kitchen, twin burner gas hob, sink with hot running water, of course. This has got a Truma combi heating system in it. Obviously there's an oven there as well, which I believe is a gas one by the looks of the igniter there. So that's going to help too. Nice little push out handles and things for all of the cupboard areas. You've also got really nice kind of curved cupboards, just making it a bit more interesting in here. The fridge in here, absolutely huge. I mean, this is like American style fridge, really. It's absolutely huge. You can see here as well, you've got a decent sized freezer box and obviously a load of shelving. Really good ability to get a full big couple of milks in the bottom there, or bottles if you're going to stand them up. And lots of space in the door as well. Looking good. Just having a bit of a look at the bed area then. So you've got a step at the bottom there to be able to get into the bed, which is nice. And then at the back you've got this really big fixed bed. Now obviously you've got the heater controls and other bits and pieces at the top there, and an ability to lock the van from while you're in bed, which is always good. You've got little storage cubbies at the back there, always handy if you're trying to charge your phone or other bits and pieces. TV points dotted around. There's another rail on the back here as well, where you can put one of those little shelves for drinks and those kind of things. Very nice. Obviously the main table is sat there too, and then you've got loads of cupboards around the top. So a very big bed area, really, considering this is only a 6-metre van. It's looking very nice. Just to show you then, the bed hinges just off centre, so it goes a long ways along the van. You can see under there you've also got a bit of storage in the side, and obviously quite a big garage area. Lots of tracks in the floor to be able to secure things down if you need to. Yeah, nice and universal. The bed base in this Adria, they've gone for sprung wooden slats. So nice and airy, will let the air flow around your mattress, no problem. And then obviously a very decent sized mattress for a good night's sleep. So there you go then, that's your quick look around this Adria Twin Supreme. This makes the van. I have to say, if you're thinking about ordering one of these, you need to have a look at that option. I mean, I know it's going to compromise how much solar you can put on the roof, so that is a bit of a consideration. You'd have to have a proper look at the roof from outside to see how many panels you could get on if you were thinking about that in future. But honestly, the daylight that this brings in is phenomenal. It's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's such a nice feature on this van. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Loads of Adria Twin owners out there, so whenever Adria tweak things on their specifications and the way that they build things, I'm sure it's going to be of interest to a lot of you. So do let me know in the comments below what you think to this updated van, and obviously the updated Ducato look as well. It's quite different. It'd be great to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching. See you again soon for some more Campervan Time.